What it is, what's up? It's your girl Sharon. So glad to be before y'all today. I know it's been a minute, but it's all good. I'm still here, alive, kicking it, turning up, living my best life, literally. So today I want to talk about the very thing that I am on right now, which is YouTube, which is another source of social media. Y'all, I know we got to get on social media because that's what's a part of our life today. But we also have to limit our time on social media. Listen to me. I get it. I'm on social media. I'm checking my Facebook page. I'm checking my Instagram. I'm checking my YouTube. I'm checking it all. But there comes a point in time in our lives where we have to say, look, let me step away from this. Let me step away from the TikTok. Let me step away from the social media. And you may say, well, Sharon, how do we do that? How do we get away from that? It's easy. For most of us, if you have family, if you are married and you have a husband or a partner, or you have kids, spend some time with your family. That's one way you can get away from social media. You know, we make it a thing, my husband and I, when we go out to dinner, or even if we're at home and we have a movie night, put your phone away. Don't get on your phone. Because that's time for us to communicate, time for us to get into one another, pay attention to one another, and just enjoy our time together. And the same thing with our son. When we're having family time, if we go out to dinner or we at home watching a movie, nobody can have a phone. Why? Because we want to spend time entertaining each other and watching a movie. You cannot get to know each other without communicating, spending time together, and putting the phone away. Social media is such a addictive thing, and we're all, including me, addicted to it. But we have to be careful because sometimes we can get caught up in social media to the point where it affects our feelings, our emotions. We get into arguments. You know, it controls us, literally. It's like you're holding this phone and it's click, like, unlike. Oh no, she did say that about me. Oh no, he did. Girl, I saw your man on social media with another woman. It's just a whole lot. And it can get very time consuming, very hurtful, because now you have made this a part of your life, right? And any and everything somebody say on your page, it affects you. But if you take time away from that social media, turn that phone off, or turn that laptop, computer, turn that social media off and get into you. You know, take the time out. You know, one thing I do that helps me is I have devotion every morning. Now, I don't know where your life is as far as your spirit and you believing in Christ, or if you know Christ, or you even trying to get know Christ. But Christ is in my life. I love the Lord. He blesses me. He does so much for me. And one thing that helps me is when I get up in the morning, daily, pull out that Bible, read me a couple of scriptures, pray, meditate, think on His word. It helps me. It gets me away from the social media, and it kind of covers me. So when I get on social media, I'm not caught up with what things that people may say about me, or if they don't like something, or if they do like something. You know, I try not to boast or brag. Oh, look, they like my page. If they like my page, cool. But that's not who I am. Who I am is this physical person that's sent right here who does not need social media. And we all have to get to that point. Maybe you need to fast. You know, you so much on social media. Maybe you need to take a spiritual fast where you say, okay, listen, I'm not going to get on social media for like 2 days in a row for 48 hours. I'm going to put my phone down. Because the thing I'm noticing about social media is people are beginning to get hurt. Especially, you know, I look into my online dating, friends and family that does online dating. And it makes me very nervous because do you really know the person? You know, y'all haven't met in person. You know, y'all talk on the phone all the time. You may do FaceTime. But do you really know the person? And then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, we done talked for so long. Now it's time for the meet. And that's when I really get nervous. So I'm like, make sure when you meet this person that y'all meet in public, that there's somebody around to see what's going on. Because there's a lot of things that are happening to people that do this online dating. And they're like, oh my God, after I met this person, they're not who I say I am. There is a show out there called Catfish. And I don't know if you've seen it, but Catfish is merely what I'm talking about, online dating. People who they've got online with, who they necessarily have not seen what they truly look like. They've only talked over the phone, not necessarily FaceTime. But then when they go meet these people, they're not who they say they are online. So I'm telling you, we have to be very careful with online dating, anything social media. You know, you can meet people on Facebook. I have known people to date people or meet or fall in love with people they met on Facebook, people on Instagram, even through TikTok. Any type of social media, people can communicate and to begin to date, as they would say. But I don't really think it's dating until you actually meet in person and go on a couple of dates. But that's just me, old fashioned. Even with our kids, we have to check our kids when they're on social media, because they play a lot of games and stuff on their phone, and you can play games and have other people interact on the game. But we're not sure who that person is when we're playing these games. For example, you know, my brother was telling me about this Monopoly game that everybody's playing, and I'm loving the old school Monopoly. Nothing can beat that. But they have a Monopoly game online now that you can pay, and there's money that you can play, and there's money involved with it. I'm like, I don't know about that. You know, put my card on the game. But you know, it's all this stuff that's happening on social media. It's moving so fast to where we cannot keep up with it, and we have to be careful. Take some time away from social media. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time with yourself. Spend some time with your parents. I mean, just spend time away from social media. I understand it's the way we live today. I understand that some of us have businesses that are attached to our social media. I get it. I have a YouTube page. I'm attached to it, but I don't have to be on it all day, every day. I'm going to check it for hours at a time. But by the end of the night, I need to get off of that and go to bed. You know, some of us are up all night on social media, not getting no sleep. And then you wondering when you get to work, why you so tired? Because you've been on this phone or your computer all night, all day. We have to step away from it because it's beginning to consume our lives. And we're becoming addicted to something that, guess what, if it dies on you or if it goes away, you will be stuck. I'm even thinking about going the old school way and getting a phone book, y'all. Because if I don't have my phone, I can't call my son, I can't call my husband, my mother. I'm like, you know what, I need to write this stuff down, because you never know what can happen. And if you don't have that stuff, we are lost. So we might need to, you know, revert back to the old school ways of writing things down, taking notes, putting things away. Because yeah, I know you might put notes in your phone, but what happens if you don't have those notes? Or what happens if your phone dies and you can't get it back together? So that's just some suggestions that I'm thinking about, is going back the old school way and writing things down. But I really want y'all to try to take some time away from being on social media. It is addictive, you know, it's hard. And I'm not saying this as if I wasn't addicted. I was right there with you. But then I realized, guess what? My son is an adult now. I need to pay more attention to him. My husband, him and I, now that our child is an adult, me and him got to get back to each other. You know, it's a lot that goes on once you put that social media away and look at what's really going on around you. So I'm just saying, y'all, I love y'all. I want y'all to be excited about life and stay away from the social media. It don't have to be 24 hours a day, maybe 4 hours a day. But just make sure that you're not addicted to what's holding you on that phone or that laptop or computer. Do your family, do yourself, have some me time. It's important. Don't stay on the social media. Spend a little time, take some time away. That's all I'm saying. Hope you understand. Hope you feel what I'm saying. I love y'all. It's your girl Sharon. Stay encouraged. Stay motivated. Like this page. Tell me what you feel about this message. It's your girl Sharon.